Hello Mystics, welcome back to our channel right here. So as you can see from the title of this video, we're gonna do a little bit of a mystic chats because it has been a long while that I appeared with my face here on my YouTube. But before we dive into the questions that you guys asked, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, be part of the Mystic family, and of course like, share, and comment down below what you think of the video, what you want to see from the channel, because I always love hearing from you guys. And of course, if you want to have your own tarot reading, you can head on to my Instagram, and of course I'm using the Valor candle in here from the Luna Witchery, which will also be linked down below. So without further ado, let's go to the questions. I haven't been as active as I was here on YouTube for various of reasons. I'm always active on my Instagram, and we've launched a bunch of spell jars as well, which if you want to have your own spell jars, you can go to my Instagram. But I'm always active on Instagram and of course on TikTok if you haven't followed me. To be honest with you guys, I just found that I feel like I will have the most growth from in TikTok than on YouTube. Like, YouTube is just so big. It's not that I'm gonna stop posting on YouTube, it's just that I'm posting more on TikTok. So if you want to see some content from mine, I will link also my TikTok down below. So a few days ago, again, I asked you guys to ask me some questions because it has been a while since we did Mystic Chats right here. So I've picked a bunch of questions that I want to answer with you guys. Let's go to the first question that we have right here. It says in here, "Hey sis, how do you handle naysayers as tarot does still get a flack from religious people?" And as you guys know, I came from such a religious family. We're all Christian, and honestly, I don't to me, I don't explain anything anymore because it's just a waste of time and a waste of energy to explain your beliefs to people who will not understand them, because if they are curious, they will ask you stuff regarding it. If they're just gonna stay and assume things, it's up to them. You know, I don't go around and just correct people for assuming things, and you know, it's just like, again, waste of your time and energy. So honestly, I don't retaliate or say anything anymore. It's just like, if you want to believe what you want to believe, I will believe what I want to believe, and that's that. The next is, what are the most common herbs used in spells that can be found in the Philippines, and where to buy? So as I told you, I am, I'm creating spell jars for different purposes on my Instagram. So I use a lot of herbs, I use a lot of crystals. Honestly, I keep it versatile in ways that I want to use herbs that I can easily get. The herbs that I use is just, I get it from Shopee mostly. Like, a lot of it I get from Shopee, and like I said, I just used the herbs that are accessible to me, so therefore it's also going to be accessible to you if you want to create your own spell jars. The next is, what is your favorite tarot card? As you all know, I have a lot of cards as you can see right here, and I purchase decks regularly, and I will say I don't have a favorite tarot card or oracle card. I really don't. Like, I like them, I love them all equally. I have a lot of my most used decks though, which, that's what I use for everyday readings. That's what I reach out for. And as you all know, I am, I love the original Rider-Waite tarot right here. Like, it's always on my desk. It's always something that I go to, I gravitate towards. What tarot cards make you feel nervous or uneasy when you draw it? Honestly, nothing. I feel like all of the cards has their shadow and light side, and I feel like all of them have meanings within themselves that, you know, doesn't really make me feel uneasy. Maybe sometimes the meaning behind certain cards, or the feel in regards to certain readings, like there's just this feeling of maybe something feels heavy, and that's how you know that maybe the card pertains to the dark side or the shadow side of it. But I'm not really like drawing cards that makes me feel uneasy. Like sometimes the energy of the reading is a little bit uneasy, but it's not the cards themselves, you know, if you get what I mean. What is the best day to do tarot readings? Anytime you want. Honestly, there's like no best day, best time, you know. I feel like it's always good to feel it within yourself. If you feel like, oh, I should get a reading right now, or if I'm about to make a choice or a decision that really means a lot, that I could use some guidance, then, you know, it's always up to the person. But for me, it doesn't, you know, there's no really like best time or best day. I know some people have their own. It's like there's tarot readers that I follow on Instagram, like this is the best day for them to do readings. For me, honestly, like there's times when it's close to new moon or full moon where I feel like it's better for me to do readings at night. And then majority is like I want to do readings in the day, you know, when I have the sunlight and I can, you know, I can feel the sunlight, my windows open. For me, there's really no best day, best time. As long as, you know, you feel like you're called and you want to do a reading for yourself, then absolutely go nuts and have a tarot reading. Is it taboo to read tarot for yourself? Okay, I've never heard of this one. If it's taboo to read tarot for yourself, I think like some tarot readers, they just have a difficult time having to read for themselves, because it's really hard to remove yourself from the equation. Like it takes a lot of energy in ways to remove yourself from the reading so that you can intuitively get the messages that you really want. When tarot readers read for themselves, sometimes it becomes biased and the messages doesn't come through the way that you want it to be. So you don't get the messages sometimes. So you really have to remove yourself the way you're reading for certain clients. Like you're not involved in terms of that, so like you can give your own perspective and you can give your own messages. So it's not a taboo thing. I think it's a good and healthy thing, and I feel like there's a lot of people that don't even do tarot, but they do like, you know, oracle every single day so that they can journal with it. So I don't think it's taboo to read for yourself. It just takes a lot of energy and, yeah, a lot of like mental power to remove yourself and actually see the messages, ingrain them all to yourself. So do you have to cleanse your tarot cards just like crystals? It is very important, okay? And you know how you with crystals, it's like you wear them, and when you feel like maybe the energy is a little bit dull, you have to cleanse it, okay? Either you put it on a selenite plate or you cleanse it with smoke, you run it with water if the crystal is water safe, and or you can put it within the moon, all of those types of things. It's the same with your tarot card. What I do is like I just know energetically when a card is not cleansed, okay? For whatever reason, I just know that and I feel the energy of it. So it's better to, before you use a tarot card, you cleanse it. Again, it's either you knock on it or you blow on it or you recite something to it, you know, or you want to, or either I use Palo Santo or sage or, you know, smoke, whatever it is that feels right to you to cleanse the cards before and after you use it. I feel like, you know, it's advisable when you do readings for quite a long time, like, you know, energetically when a card feels a little bit off, especially when you have been using it for quite some time. You just feel like maybe there's something off with it. Chances are maybe you haven't cleansed it the last time that you used it. So always cleanse your decks before and after you use them. What phase of the moon is best for doing tarot readings? I always advise new moon and full moon. I have readings for new moon and full moon on my Instagram, because with new moon it gives you a fresh perspective on what as new moons, it's all about beginnings, and and I feel like it's good to have a clarity of mindset when it comes to the new moon, so that you can have a head start towards the goals that you want to start. And with full moons, it's endings of cycles, so it's good to cleanse yourself in ways that what should I let go during this phase, so that I can embrace myself and prepare myself towards my goal. New moon and full moon, I feel like that's the best phases of the moon to have a tarot reading. So if you want to have that, again, go to my Instagram. The last question in here is, what's the scariest thing about tarot reading? There's a lot of directions that this could go. Like, is it like what's scary for the client, what's scary for me? Like, I feel like tarot reading is always a good thing. There's nothing scary about it. I feel like there's like this whole misconception about tarot reading being evil, and it could tell your fortune and all of those things. Again, your fortune depends on you at the end of the day. Like, tarot is just there to guide you towards the best possible choices, towards the goals that you have. What perceived is scary is because, like, sometimes tarot bears it all. Like, tarot says everything, in ways that you know all of this within yourself, but it just like smacks you in the face that this is the case. And sometimes that is scary, because you have to face the reality of the situation, maybe something that you are running away from. In that way, maybe it is scary, but again, at the end of the day, it's still always enlightening to do, okay? And that's the huge part of, like that's the huge part of it. It's always enlightening. It's always good to have a fresh mindset, a fresh retrospect, a fresh take on a lot of the things that is going on in your life. And again, there's always like a guidance towards it, okay? So I feel like if you want to like try tarot reading, don't let the media scare you or whatever it is. It's always a good thing to do. Some people even do routinely tarot readings every single month, okay? Because it's just that enlightening, and it will give you the clarity. And like I said, you will have to face the facts, but that's something that will push you forward, breaking through from all of the things that are hindering you. So don't be afraid to do so. There's nothing scary for me in getting tarot reading. In regards to being a tarot reader, maybe if you're an empath, a strong empath, I'm just gonna say that I'm not the strongest empath. I feel like I have some good boundaries in regards to taking in energies and emotions. So if you are like a beginner tarot reader, or even not, okay, I feel like it's important to cleanse yourself before and after a reading, so that you cannot overload yourself with a lot of energies, because that is scary. It feels like you're gonna be sick, like physically sick for days, and I've experienced it. So there you go, mystics. Those are the questions. Anyways, again, before I leave, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Again, I'm still gonna be posting here on YouTube, but if you want to see again more of my content, go to my Instagram and go to my TikTok, which is all linked on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, be part of the Mystic family. It will help us out a lot. And I will see you, mystics, next time. So stay safe, mystics. Love and light to you guys.